Hello, hello.
But
Bob, how you feeling, man?
I feel fantastic.
You always feel fantastic.
I do. I
You're
feel great.
20, 21, 22 hours?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, we stayed at my daughter's house in Jersey, so I wasn't dead.
Let me ask you a question. I gotta look at my phone real quick to confirm. Oh man, I got a lot of, let me see. I'm gonna confirm real quick before I'll screw this up. I don't know. I got a message saying I'm Bob's favorite daughter.
That's Megan. That's my daughter-in-law.
Oh, Megan's your favorite?
She's my number one favorite. Absolutely.
I told her, I said, those are fighting words. You better be careful.
Megan's my favorite. Absolutely.
Wow. He's
Yeah,
quick to admit that.
I'm not even embarrassed. All my kids know it.
And she's the daughter-in-law?
Yep,
Oh
yep,
man. Oh man.
yep.
How's
When,
it?
when my wife when my wife leaves me for a couple of days, Megan cooks for me and takes care of me, make sure I eat right and everything else. So
That's what I like to hear. Megan's good in my book then.
she's the best.
You ready to get back to work tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Back in the gym, back grinding.
Cool.
All right. How's everybody else feeling tonight?
Good.
Feeling good.
You got one good?
Good.
Anybody absolutely wrecked after Princess Weekend and lack of sleep?
My knee was not happy with me yesterday, but it's better today.
Girl, when has your knee been happy with you?
Well, I had an almost collision between mile 3 and 4 with somebody at a character stop. We both weren't paying attention to each other, so it was nobody's fault other than both of us. So, yeah, it was angry with me for the remainder of the race.
Oof, but you made it.
I did. My friend who was in the chute as a medical volunteer is like, "Do you want a wheelchair?"
Oh my gosh. That's at least you made it.
Yep.
All right. Jared's feeling it. I know I'm a new Garmin user, so I'm taking advantage of like all the data and just taking it in. And lack of sleep, it told me since Thursday, my sleep has been just trash. My body battery has been in like single digits, and just I'm at a 20 right now on body battery. So it's it's a good topic tonight for all that because I'm gonna take full advantage of a lot of the things that I'm gonna chat about tonight with recovery. Same, but Garmin is better. Also, I'm overachieving. I like being told I'm overachieving. I'll take that. I like the Garmin, but the data was like, man, you're a mess right now. You're a mess right now. So we talk about recovery tonight. Does anybody throw it in the chat? I muted everybody. Does anybody do anything for recovery now, currently? We got recovery routine, 62 hours, Sonia. Jared, I'm glad it's not just me. And you traveled
Sleep.
right after. Claudia's doing yoga. I'll take it. Run and walk. That's more gonna be the work. Recover after the work. Another 53 hours for Larry to recover. Recovery boots, Epsom salt, walking around Disneyland. I'll take that. Compression boots, post race. Well, I haven't even put the compressions on. I haven't had a second down. I've literally caught up on all the check-ins prior to yesterday. Now I got to get yesterday's off the books, but we'll be good there. Texas conference from 8 a.m. to 7 daily. Ooh, rodeo tomorrow. Sleep. Cycling's my go-to for tired legs. That's still activity though. Cycling's still activity. I'm gonna focus more on like the recovery, the full-on recovery. Okay, sauna and hot tub. Now we're cooking. Go Beth. So we dive right in. A little recovery action tonight. Boom. Oh, oh, oh man, my little header disappeared. So, workout time generally an hour unless you're training for something longer. It's the other 23 hours that all the magic happens. So recovery is just absolutely crucial, crucial for repair. Allows the body to repair damaged muscle tissue, rebuild strength, prevent injuries, optimize performance, maintain physical and also mental well-being. Because right now, about an hour ago, I started to feel it. Like the tiredness of the weekend hit me, and I'm like, I am looking forward to just after, looking forward to chatting with everybody, but after we chat, to just finally get some downtime. So you can show up all day, put into work, but if you're lifting, you're running, you're sweating, You don't just get stronger from the training, you get stronger recovering from the training. So all that rebuild happens after the fact. If your recovery's weak, if your recovery sucks, your results tend to stall. And I'm guilty of this in my 20s, just go, 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 go. Never give my body a little time to breathe. And you start getting broken down, worn down, beaten up. So goal tonight, show everybody how to recover smarter so we can train harder, stay consistent, stretching, massage gun, compression sleeves, bath salts from Fluffy Fizzies. Yo, Fluffy Fizzies got the hookup, man. They gave me all that glitter. She didn't even charge me. She just knew the glitter would be on the course. So I should have grabbed one of those recovery things. Kim got a little foot massager. So I got to check that thing out too. But yeah, recovery's gonna be the big thing tonight. So muscle repair, strength rebuilding, definitely with injury prevention. For anybody that says their stress hormones are out of whack, yeah, that's why we need more recovery. So if you're constantly feeling just tight, exhausted, sore day after day, try to not wear it as a badge of honor. I'm hoping Bob learned something from this one tonight because whenever I asked Bob about what is stretching or yoga, he said what's yogurt? I love yogurt. He doesn't do stretching. The goal shouldn't be just surviving the workouts, but adapting from them. What is stretching? Anybody feel like soreness? If Kat's on here, she's gonna say hell yeah. Um, Soreness lasts for days or longer than it should. Throw it in the chat. Let's see if Kat's on here. She likes when I call her out. No, she's not on here tonight. Larry says yes. Larry does a little recovering. Larry, you got the sauna at home. Mega blisters. Hey, you did it. Foam rolling, yoga, Epsom salt bath. I like it.
I
Sending.
may have the sauna at home, but it's packed right now because I have company.
All right, you got to do it. You got to unpack it. Everything once I got in the car, my legs and hips were completely locked up. So much pain. Sore for days after leg day last week. Sorry, not sorry. I went in the sauna for the first time ever this weekend. It was awesome. Like first time ever in life going in the sauna. I'm struggling to even comprehend that, Sophie. I love the sauna. I'm in the sauna for at least 15 minutes in the morning pre-workout just to warm my body up. And then probably if the workout allows, I'll go back in for another 15 to 20. I'm gonna do a whole prezo on sauna because, and if you see me tilting to the side right now, Coda's laying on the floor getting his belly rubbed. He refuses to let me pick him up. Mommy's gonna be home in a second and he's gonna run out of here. Recovery bath bombs helped me a lot from Fluffy Fizzies too. I got I'm working on a little gift from the Fluffy Fizzies people because apparently a lot of y'all like them. So that's good to know that we got a couple people using them. Leg day hit me last week, 24 hours post exercise. Level of complaining my husband had to listen to. 24 hours not bad. If you're sore for like 3 or 4 days after, that's a problem. The biggest one, the the biggest one out there, and if you see the habit this week is digital detox, sleep. If you can only improve one thing tonight, improve your sleep. Sleep is foundational. When we get in a deep sleep, and again, I love this. I love that it breaks down deep sleep and REM sleep and even just restless sleep. It gives me a good idea. Okay, what's affecting that? How do I fix it? I don't like digital detox. It's hard for people. So I try to follow the 3-2-1 rule, which I will not follow tonight just because we're on till 7 and I'm gonna be in bed probably by 8 or 9. But 3-2-1, eat your last meal 3 hours before bed. Stop hydrating 2 hours before bed. 1 hour, cut the electronics, which is very hard to do. We're attached at the hip to the phones, to email, answering questions, all the things. Very hard to do. Sleep has been, you know, technology has been shown to disrupt sleep. But when you deep sleep, growth hormones release. So something we naturally release. We release more of it when we're younger, and it's a powerhouse hormone. It is the hormone of youthfulness and longevity. With that, muscle repair starts to happen. Your glycogen stores get replenished. A lot of the gunk in the brain starts, the metabolic waste clears out at that time, and your nervous system resets. 3 hours before eating, no food. So finish your last meal 3 hours. and that's when it starts the rest and digest system. So 3 hours food, 2 hours hydration, 1 hour technology. I'm never in deep sleep for very long, according to my watch. How do I get into deep sleep longer? I'd look at sleep habits. So that 3-2-1, that's actually the next piece of my notes, but you can't out supplement poor sleep. You can't foam roll your way out if you're getting 5 hours of sleep. The practical things, 7 to 9 hours. If you're getting seven, you should be in a decent amount of deep sleep during that. You're at nine, you're probably in a lot of deep sleep because you're embracing the sleep. No screen time, 60 minutes before bed. Very hard to do. I'm guilty of not doing that. And I know if I stay on the phone too long or if I start going into too much, my brain will start racing and I can already see my sleep is going to be out of whack. Cool, dark room shown to help you sleep better. I know, like we use a little Apple TV instead of a cable box, and sometimes it just randomly turns on and there's this little blue light. And if I wake up and I see that little blue light, it just my sleep goes out of wax. Krista's been doing it since the last challenge. I like it. Um, there's a bed, the eight sleep, I believe it's called, that cools to the ideal temperature for your body to go into a restful deep sleep. It's like $8,000. Who needs a mattress cover that's $8,000? But you know, I've always been intrigued by it. I just can't get behind spending that. But it's because that science is there that you can biohack your sleep to be better. Um, Limiting caffeine intake, another one where I love my caffeine, I love my coffee, and I have to remember 2 o'clock is my absolute latest. I can have coffee or caffeine, or it's going to jack up my sleep. I go anytime after, I'll be up. I'll be up and wilding. I'm wilding out on it. Having a consistent wind down routine. So with that, same sleep and wake time, which very hard to do. Very hard to do. If you've got I'm missing the term. I'm missing the term. A job where your job, sometimes you work from nurses, doctors. Sometimes you work from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then you're just zonked out in the middle of the day and you're ready to pass out. You're gonna have struggles with that. Shift work. Thank you, Sonia. Hope you like your new hat. But I'd look and say how many hours you're averaging right now. If you're averaging less than seven, definitely room to improve on the sleep. If you're doing eight, you're beautiful. You're fantastic. You're not going to jump from 5 to 8 and be feeling good right away. Like you might have to go 5:30, 6 hours, keep trying to build it up, see where you can squeak out a little more. Harder if you got kids. Definitely a challenge. Serious question. I take THC with CBD gummies to help sleep. Are they good or should I stop? No gummy. I get maybe 5 hours. Gummies, I get over seven. I'd say that's a win. And, there a lot of research on that, medicinal research for cannabis and THC and all that, where a lot of the stuff's kind of changing as we go. I never think I'm going to say, yeah, go smoke a joint before you go to bed. But if you've got, prescribed THC gummies, I think, and it's helping you go from 5 hours to 7 hours, it's probably going to win. I don't think anybody should be inhaling smoke or anything like that. But if that's helping you, I'd say it's a okay. Retelling my half marathon tales. Take magnesium's another one. It's shown to just help you rest and relax. I don't take melatonin often because your body will start to downregulate melatonin production if you take it too consistently. But generally during the race weekend, I'll have a melatonin and magnesium little cocktail so I can fall asleep at like 7 or 8 o'clock. I like to be out as early as possible on that race weekend. My doctor had me on B12 for a while. Don't take that before bed. B12 will wake you up. That one's people get the B12 shots for energy. 1 p.m. cutoff, 10 milligrams. I mean, the only reason I would think your weight loss would slow is if you're getting the munchies and going in on all the food. I like the Moon Brew hot chocolate at night. I haven't tried Moon Brew, but I did try the mushroom coffee. I stopped the mushroom coffee because it had a little bit of melatonin, but I did like that. And I think I brought some gunk home from Princess Weekend, so I apologize if I'm clearing my throat a lot tonight. Half hour before bed. Yeah, you're good. Let's jump on from sleep. Hydration. Anytime I see water, I go in. Hydration really underrated. So, and I'm starting with the big basic ones. We're gonna go to some a lot more off the rail ones. shortly. But with water, you're going to regulate your body temperature, get oxygen and nutrients flowing through the body, remove waste product, less joint friction, less cramping, which if you cramp in the middle of the night, you're not gonna sleep well. So if you're underhydrated, performance is gonna drop very fast. And hydrate or dihydrate. I like that, Noel. Definitely about half your body weight in ounces, daily minimum is a good rule of thumb. If you're a heavy sweater, more. If you live in, I just talked to a guy this morning, lives in Phoenix. He's like, I drink 2 gallons a day because I'm out in the heat training. If you drink caffeine, offset it with the water. Anybody track their water intake? Nope. A lot of you do. I was just too quick. I was too quick. I tried to LOL, then I forget. It's hard. I just try to figure out, all right, let me make sure I get at least two of these big boys, and then I have my protein shake and maybe another beverage during the day. I don't count the ounces per se, but I know I'm going with enough. Track everything. You drive yourself crazy. So I like 110 though. I'm gonna go into stretching next. Gonna go into stretching next. And does anybody know the different types of stretching? Bob said he's out. Don't worry, I only got two stretching sides.
Dynamic and static.
You got it. You got it. Static and dynamic. This is one where it's very important you do it during the right time. So with static stretching, this is going to be best after training or on recovery days. Do not want to do static stretching prior to working out. That being said, I generally build leg workouts, leg exercise up front. So if I give you a leg exercise, we're doing squats, and then you have chest press after that. You could stretch out the quads while in between sets of the chest press, but you wouldn't want to stretch out the quads and then go stop and then go squat because you're gonna weaken them. It's you don't want to weaken something before you go beat it up with weights. But static is going to improve flexibility. It's going to reduce muscle tension. You're going to get increased blood flow, posture improvements. It definitely helps relax. So if you have the opportunity to stretch at night instead of going on the phone, that's going to be a double whammy for just getting better sleep. Anytime you're doing static, about 30 to 60 seconds on the hold, definitely don't rush it. So feel the stretch. You just try to sink a little more into it. I am I have the tightest hamstrings in the world, but my gym's got a great thing where you put one leg on there and it just elevates so you can see how much, okay, I'm getting to 60 degrees when I start. I wish I had something like that at home. I do use the little rope strap from time to time, but I like having the number there. It's like, oh, when I started this and I wasn't doing it consistently, I'm at 60%. When I take it up, I'm now going to 70, 80 consistently, trying to build it up. But definitely don't use static stretching as a warm up. Coaching group fitness for years, I would see so many people in the lobby sitting on the floor and doing their stretches. Hello. Wife's home. Say hi to Kim, everybody. They say hello.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Now they're all going.
Hi,
Now,
Kim.
she's just hearing it. I almost said she's out in the lobby, uh, in the hallway. You tell I've been at Disney too long this weekend. Dynamic stretching is the opposite. This is the one where you want to move and groove right through. Continuous fluid motions. They're going to take the body through a full range of motion. And this should be a warm up tool. I got to build out some more dynamic stretches, but this is something I mentioned. I go in the sauna for 10 to 15 minutes. I hate when people are so rude of me. I hate when I go in and other people are in there. So I have this like little window that I know there's a guy who finishes his workout at 6 a.m. I get into that sauna by 5:45. So I've got it for like 10 minutes solo dolo. And I just will do my dynamic stretches in there because it's warm. Everything's going to loosen up. This is going to increase the blood flow to the muscles. It's going to activate the nervous system, improve mobility, reduce your risk of injury. Any types of movements like leg swings. You see people do those in the parking lot of the race all the time. Walking lunges would count towards this. I went to do my arm circles where you're swinging them open and I knock something down. Hip openers. Dynamic before, static after is going to be That's the golden rule. My personal favorite on the list of recovery, personal favorite, massage. So this is assisted recovery. I do not make enough time for this, but it's golden, especially if you have the right massage therapist. And for me, I like somebody that's going to beat the hell out of me. So this one relieves tension. It's going to improve circulation, stress levels. I mean, if you can come out of a massage and you're more stressed, you crazy. Definitely reduces stress levels. Anytime I've gotten a massage, I sleep better after. I'm gonna have a little more mental clarity. Doesn't have to be a spa day. Monthly professional massages are good, but also you could use a massage gun. You could do any type of self-myofascial release, which we'll talk a little bit about shortly after. After my marathons, I'm more sore from the massage than I am from the race. Thank God my mom is a massage therapist. If you find the right one, I used to go to this lady. She was like a Ukrainian lady or something. She had a thick accent, and oh, I love to make the little boy squirm. She would just always say that to me, and I'd be like sitting there wincing, crying, and I'm like, I'd come out feeling amazing. I'm like, keep going, just break me down, and that just gets all the gnarliness up. It's Bob's favorite. He can do it with no pain. Oh my God. We got some stuff going in the other chat where Bob's dressing as Winnie the Pooh, and he doesn't want to wear pants to the Winnie the Pooh race. So that's it. My massage guy is this bodybuilder, and he tears me up every time. It's crazy though. You could have a big old bodybuilder. I've seen some strong massage therapists, and then sometimes I'll get like a 4'6" little Colombian girl that weighs no more than 90 pounds, and I'm sitting there crying. So never judge people by their size. But the bodybuilder sounds scary. He might destroy you. I know Lance has a good one too. Lance is on here and he's got a solid massage therapist he always raving about. How do you feel about massages with cupping? Hey, I think I'm gonna talk a little bit about cupping in a little bit. Don't jump ahead, Erica. Ruth says massages are the best. I'm not judging, but I've gone in for 5 years. Don't just short. Bethany, I've been working with you for a minute, and I met you the first time at Princess last year, right? It was the last year, it was the one before. And I forgot until I see you in person, because I'm gonna see you on Zoom all the time, how just short you actually are. We took that photo together. I'm like, oh my God, Bethany is tiny. It's my
I know.
sidetrack.
I'm short. Sorry.
Nothing wrong
I
with
was
that.
just kidding though. I didn't feel judged. I was just, you know.
You know what? You're gonna have really strong deadlifts because you don't have to move the bar as far.
Hmm.
It's true. I always hate to get jealous. I had a friend that he was like 5 foot nothing and he just killed it on the deadlift. He's like, I don't have to move the bar as far as you do. Makes sense. Compression, we could go with socks. We could go with the Normatec boots, any of the off-brand Normatecs. This stuff is great. So compression is going to just help move blood, clear out the lymphatic fluid. You're just giving external pressure to the body. It'll, reduce swelling, improve circulation, speed recovery. You're going to have, just reduced inflammation. That's great. Great for after the long runs. I'm bummed I haven't had a chance to get into mine today yet. We're still out and about yesterday doing our metal photos, so I might unwind with a little compression. Great if you travel. So I'll sometimes throw, if it's a flight longer than 2 or 3 hours, I'll throw some compression pants on under my regular pants, and it'll help just keep that blood flow, improve the circulation. And if you stand a lot all day, not mandatory, but if you're a high volume athlete, absolutely, absolutely mess around with compression. And yeah, Costco sold the knockoff boots. I think theirs were like Sharper Image brand too, which is not a bad brand to have. Was using the compression sleeves yesterday evening. Larry's just trying to end up on my good side. I like it. With this one, I go right into foam rolling. So foam rolling is a self myofascial release. So basically, we're breaking down the fascia. We're doing it ourselves. This one looks a little too gentle for me. Mine's got these knobs and nubs. I had to look for it, really dig in there, but really great for improving range of motion, reducing soreness, increasing circulation, getting rid of inflammation. Don't just roll randomly. So I'll see a lot of people do this in the gym and they go up, down, back and forth on the foam roller. Spend about 1 to 2 minutes on each of the tight areas. Move slowly. If you find a knot, If you find a gnarly, nasty, uncomfortable spot, this part's gonna suck. Sit on that gnarly, nasty, uncomfortable spot and just give it about 30 to 60 seconds on there. So love foam rolling, but always fight my kid for it because he thinks it's the best toy to Superman across the floor on. That sounds smart. There is something called the GTO, the Golgi tendon organ. So it's a sensory receptor. It's located in the muscle, and it's going to monitor muscle tension. It acts as a, protective negative feedback mechanism. So if it feels excess tension, it's gonna send the signals to inhibit that so you don't get injured. Foam rolling, when you sit on the knot, that nastiness, it's gonna help release that. It's gonna calm it down. And test this out. If you do, let's say, a quad stretch or a hamstring stretch, and you find a gnarly little knot in those hamstrings. So actually, I take that back. Do a hamstring stretch, see how far range of motion you get. Then find the gnarly, nasty knot. Sit on that for 30 to 60 seconds. Do that same hamstring stretch again. I'm willing to bet you can go further into it. So it'll help just release that, pausing on the tension spot, and making sure to breathe through it. But going back and forth, you're not getting the full benefit. IT band, it's a nightmare to sit on those knots. I hate that one. Last year, my goal was to stretch and foam roll 3 times per week, 5, 10 minutes. It was a game changer. I wish I made more time for stretching. Like every year, I say it's going on my list of things to do more. Every year, it doesn't happen. I gotta put time for it. What I do go after is this bad boy, the Graston. This thing is like 15 bucks on Amazon. I use this on my IT bands 3 to 4 times a week. If you have access to an infrared sauna, I've learned you can do it in the infrared sauna without the metal heating up, which is golden because now everything's already loose. You're already in like a relaxing space. And this is just, it's an instrument assisted soft tissue mobilization. So it's going to break up the adhesions, it's going to break up the scar tissue. Probably going to want to go to somebody trained to have this done the first time. I would not say maybe go if you go on Amazon and buy it, like you want to know how to use it. So I had a chiropractor, she did it on me. She walked me through, okay, this is how you want to do it. You don't want to be breaking, you don't want to be going too hard, but you also want to get a little bruising and see that there's a little blood flow happening there. And she showed me some of the techniques. I do it regularly at home now, and it's IT band's the easiest one for me personally to hit. IT band, quads. I can get the hamstrings a little. It's very difficult to get the upper body, but I'll do a little bit of Kim's traps every once in a while. I'll do it on her ankle, and she squirms, she cries. She's oh, it's hurting, but then she enjoys it after. She's like, this is good. I got to do it. If you've got chronic tightness, any kind of old injuries, mobility restrictions, I love this thing. Graston's probably the number one I do. And again, there's a closet on the other side of this wall, my friends. There's a closet over there that's got just a shelf of recovery stuff that I have acquired and bought over the years. I got that one in there. I got 2 or 3 different Grastons. Since Eric asked, I've also got a cupping kit. This is one I don't think it's been out of that closet in probably a year or two because it's very difficult to do on your own. I got to get her to do it if I'm going to do it on my back, and she doesn't, she gets nervous over pumping it. So I don't, I think it'll be okay. But this is, more of an alternative medicine utilizing the cups for recovery. Some of you might have seen heated cupping where they actually torch those bad boys to help it. I've never done that one, but this is going to increase blood flow. It may reduce, and this is one that definitely has a lot of maize on it because it's more of an alternative medicine. May reduce pain, may reduce inflammation, promotes relaxation. I know I always feel more relaxed after it. Improve the tissue quality, could remove toxins from the body, can stimulate collagen production and improve elasticity. The evidence is mixed on this, but a lot of the people I've talked to, myself included, find relief doing cupping. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody like had anybody say, Yeah, I was cupping for months and it was terrible. I didn't get much from it. Cupping's one like even though the science might not be there, I've always heard positive things. My mom uses her elbows on my IT band. Oh, your mom sounds sadistic. If you think the foam roller is bad, try elbows. I've used cupping for my shoulders and it helps me in hunched over a computer. Yeah, I really like I'm a big fan of cupping. I just don't make it's very hard to it's very hard to put cups on your own back, even though it comes with tubes to try to do it. And then the second I put him on, the little doggy, he's jumping all over the place. So I'll do him on my quads every once in a while, on my IT band, and I like it. But make sure you're comfortable walking around looking bruised up, because you will be bruised up. Another one of my personal favorites, cryotherapy. I love cryotherapy. I don't know, it's and I think it's more the mental thing where you're in there for 2 to 3 minutes, usually about three. I feel awake and alive and just on fire anytime I do, like good fire, anytime I do cryotherapy. Cold exposure is going to reduce the soreness, numbs the pain temporarily, should decrease inflammation. It's going to improve the mood. But the nuance with this one is if the goal is muscle growth, that frequent cold exposure right after lifting can blunt that adaptation of building muscle. So a lot, and this also goes for ice baths because I know we got a couple people that have talked to me about doing ice baths, cold plunge. There we go, Melissa. Um, when you work out, when you strength train, you are creating inflammation in the body. It's good inflammation, bad inflammation. You want a little bit of inflammation. That's going to help kickstart the recovery rebuild process. If you were to strength train and then immediately down regulate that process, potential of less gains, so less of the muscle rebuilding and just a blunting of that adaptation there. So now they're saying now a lot of what I'm hearing is do the cold plunge or cryotherapy prior to your workout. For me, the issue there is where the hell am I finding an ice bath to jump in at 5 o'clock in the morning or a cryo machine to jump out? I'm an early workout person. So I have not been able to test that, but I do want to test that. It's almost like, yeah, let's shut down as much inflammation as possible before we go ramp it up. And it sounds good. I just haven't had the chance to personally run that route. Um, this one's strategic too. So high inflammation phases, heavy run blocks. A good friend of mine, she owned a Restore Hyper Wellness in Orlando for a while, and I had reached out to her like, first dopey, everybody's got the nerves, and I had the nerves, and I was like, Jules, can I come over here and just let can I get a package for the weekend? Because I'm doing this long crazy race and it gets harder and harder. Can I just get it on a package? And she was like, dude, just come in and use all the stuff. I went into cryotherapy after every race. I went into their compressions after every race. After the half, I got an IV to be ready for the full. And that cryotherapy, I felt great my first year doing dopey. And I just wish I had more access to it. Now that my mind is getting right, gonna start back. Good luck, Melissa. Good luck. I did the ice bath once. I can go in the dry one into that little booth all day, but the ice bath, oh, that's brutal for me. Time just moves slow, slow, slow when you're in that thing. This one's a very new age one that you're gonna hear. Red light therapy. Sorry, they target to women more, so I gotta say it. I feel like every woman and their mother is getting pushed red light therapy for your face. Is anybody getting hit with those ads left and right? If you're a man that's also getting them, that's a-okay. I'm just watching the chat all the time. Those ads are everywhere. Yep. Yes. Yep. Everywhere. I've been so torn. My derm says it doesn't do much, but my esthetician says yes. Okay. The dumber looking the mask, the better. Planet Fitness has a machine that is red light therapy and it has a plate that shakes your body. The plate is for lymphatic drainage, which again, there's there's some science saying it's a bunch of hooey, and then there's some saying, yeah, lymphatic drainage is great. I saw an ad the other day. Somebody sent it to me. There's like 105-pound influencer girl with like 24-pack abs, and she's like, "This is how I stay lean. I do lymphatic drainage every day on my vibration platform and on the trampoline." And I'm like, "Honey, that's not what makes you lean. Like that you did not find out the secret to life by going on a trampoline and doing the shaky shake machine." But yeah, just marketing. She's trying to sell something. Friggin' marketing. The masks look terrifying. I've seen reels about using them to terrify your kids into not getting out of bed at night. Oh my God. So with this, it can help muscle rebuild and repair faster, can help reduce DOMS, Miss Cat, can help you train longer and more efficiently, can help with more energy, tissue repair. Collagen production is the real reason it's getting pushed to a lot of women because we hear collagen makes the skin better and all that fun stuff. Is it necessary? No. Is it a bonus tool? Absolutely, 100%. But, it's just another thing that's out there. Can help regulate the circadian rhythms. I don't get those on my algorithm. Either I'm already pretty or they know nothing will help. Jesus, Lance, we all know you're pretty, man. We all know you're pretty. If that's what makes me lean, I would have lost 100 pounds by now. Oh my God. You're always jumping around, partying. I got to see you at the expo a lot, and you're like a ball of energy, Erica. This one is one that intrigues me, but I think it's something, all my research that I've seen, it's got to be done regularly. You can't just, if you go on a foam roller, you're going to feel some positive benefits right out the gate. If you do cryotherapy, you're probably going to feel better right after. If you do this, I feel like it's one of those things you have to do on the daily, on the regular, and just keep going and going and going and hope that you see something good. But with this, the basics are always going to come first. So I went from the most basic things tonight to the forest. I think that's my last one before questions. But I went from the basics all the way to this, crazy stuff that you see popping out right now. And I'm sure I left plenty of time for questions tonight, which I don't normally do. I'm sure somebody's going to come up with some other modality I forgot to list. If you feel overwhelmed by it all, sleep, number one. Hydration, number two. Nutrition, probably actually, I didn't mention that in here, but because we're constantly talking about nutrition probably right up there at the top. Following that, mobility work. So the foam rolling, the dynamic stretching, the static stretching, then those advanced modalities, the red light, the cryo, the Graston, the cupping. Don't spend your money on cryotherapy if you sleep for 5 hours a night. Like fix the big problem before you worry about the little problems. Don't buy the compression boots if you're drinking, zero water a day. Let's work on the other things like try to remember you like you're not just training for the challenge. I want to my goal again, build durability in people, not just get you through January, February, now March, but just get a body that is resilient, long lasting, get you through the years and don't be like Bob and look at recovery as lazy. Like look at it as strategic stuff. So I left plenty of time tonight to chit chat to jibba jabba. So talk to me. What do we what's your weakest recovery? Bob said it's worked for him. I go to a local yoga, so you can come off mute now. We don't have to keep it in the chat. I'm done screen sharing for the night. Local yoga studio when I have time, but I also really like an app called Down Dog if I want to stretch at home. How much time people take off after running the half? Um, I took off yesterday. I was slammed today, so I took off today. I'll be back at it tomorrow. I think that varies with everybody. It varies how hard you push. If you go for your best ever, or even your first ever race, it's going to beat you down more than somebody who's seasoned, who's done a lot of training and gone after it and has those miles under them. It's like they might be able to bounce back a little quicker, but I always take one day off after, generally two, and yeah, I take 2 weeks off formal running training, but I still lift and walk slower. slower intervals. And, let me caveat that. Let me put a little star on it, Ruth. Taking time off, maybe you don't, like Beth said, formal running training. Don't go right back into it. Did that mean sit on your butt all day? Like I took yesterday off, but we also walked around the Magic Kingdom for hours taking photos. So you want to keep the blood, you want to keep moving to increase blood flow through the body, but you also don't want to be, lazy bones. Biggest mistake after my first half marathon was laying on the couch for 3 hours, falling asleep. I woke up and my hamstrings were just felt like somebody they were gonna, it felt like they were gonna snap. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it felt bad news bears. Now I always make sure to walk right after, keep moving, do that after dopey as well. I'm on the tread walking at a 3.5 pace, just trying to move now. Perfect. I've taken 2 months off, not by my own choice. Now I'm feeling inspired to get back at it. Tonight's ab core workout was rough. My ankle hurts from all those dang slants. So we were feeling those too, and right around right on the way up to Magic Kingdom at some point, probably no, wait before that, like before on the way to Polly by that big old ramp, and my wife was like, take it all the way to the right, and it actually flattens out at one point there. So I was happy about that. Whoever told me World Drive was fast and flat lied to me. That bothers me more than anything when it's that slight grade. Oh, that slight slant, not fun.
Someone had told me, they were like, once you get past like the fuel stop at 8.5, like you'll be able to do like some faster run intervals. And I was like, it's still slanted. What are you talking about? That whole course is slanted.
I felt
So
the
they
same.
lied to you too.
That's why my left ankle
Those
hurts, because that was the ankle that was higher. And it already, my left ankle pronates real bad compared to my right as it is. So I know that's part of the issue, but like, it was awful.
the flames got me in the shins. That's where it got me.
In the shins?
Yeah, that just stretched them out just a little bit more than they're used to.
All right. So what are you doing to fix it?
Right now, well, I walked around Magic Kingdom yesterday. That helped.
How you walk around Magic Kingdom? I didn't even see you.
Remember, you're 6 feet tall. I'm not. You have to look down to see me.
All right. I forgot another one. Epsom salt bath, really good one. Magnesium bath, really good stuff for helping relax the body, recover. Um, if you haven't yet dug into the on-demand library, like the on-demand library has come based on request. If somebody tells me something's tight, that's how I end up usually building those. So I know Angela had asked me like how to on-demand type recovery workouts that are in the app to speed up that recovery post race because she was feeling it. And the big ones, I got to pull it up. I'm just going right into my libraries here. The big ones I would say would be super beneficial after after a race weekend. The hip and lower back reset. So if the hills bothered your back at all or hips, absolutely get in on that one. The feel good stretch and sweat's a good one. Definitely the foam rolling because it's going to flush out some of that inflammation and help there. And that's only about 3 minutes. What other ones I'm going diving through? It all depends also on what's nagging. So if your hips are tight, go into the hip mobility one. If the knees are cranky like Krista, go into the knee rehab or the knee stretches. Lower body reset's always going to be good there. Good one to do if you're taking a couple extra days off but you want to move. Mobility sessions 1 and 2, runners mobility. Play around with those. Yeah, those are going to be the big ones post race that I would say, hey, mess around with those as you start getting back to moving. Left ankle hurts. I did sleep all day yesterday though. Son said he's never slept, so that's gonna be me tonight. I'm gonna sleep. And you know what? That barking dog this morning, he was problem. He did not need to wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's see what else I'm at. Slant is bad for your back. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not meant to step with one leg shorter than the other. So that's gonna fire right up into your hips, into your back. Ankle's gonna bother you because you're compensating. This is not fun. My back never hurts while running. I felt like they were worse this race. Erica was also at Magic Kingdom. You got a blood blister on your pinky toe. Nutrition strategy for recovery, making sure you hit all your goals and on the numbers. Carbs are a little extra important because we want to carbs and protein. We want to get enough amino acids in the system to rebuild and kick off that process. And also, the carbs because you're refueling. So I would say lots of leafy greens, anything that's gonna, reduce inflammation and all that stuff because you want to get vitamins in the system as well. So hitting the vegetables, all that fun stuff. But that's where I'd say, you know what? It's a day after a race, 2 days after a race. It's okay to to increase the intake a little bit there. Listen to your body and don't be afraid to go off the numbers because you got to heal. Once you heal, you get back into it faster. Dr. Scholl's tired, achy feet are amazing. I've never tried Dr. Scholl's tired, achy feet. Bob's going to bed in 30 minutes. Denise is boarding the plane. I will say my other goal was to train my legs so my groin, inner thighs didn't hurt at mile 10, felt zero soreness this year. I mean, that's always one of my, I don't know, it's not selfish because I want them for you, but like anybody that's been around for a bit, like Bethany's been with me for a bit, when she tells me that she didn't get any soreness this year compared to last year when we met, it's like, hell yeah, that's a win for me. That's like, no pain, boom, I'm doing something right. That's my end goal. Like, yeah, we're gonna try to lose weight, build some muscle, but if you have a successful race and you don't have a pain going through it and you felt just strong the whole time, hell freaking yeah. That's my win. I'll take it. When I played roller derby, I had to see a chiropractor regularly because of the slant on the track. Oh, damn, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. So cool that you did roller derby. Bethany, of course you can ask a non-recovery nutrition question.
Well, I didn't want to like kill the vibe of the recovery thing,
Hey,
you know?
kill the
But
vibe.
I will say that like you mentioned, like this is the first year in I don't know, years that like I haven't got to mile 10 and my thighs and my inner like my groin, usually it's like so sore and I'm like, okay, I didn't feel any of that. So like goal achieved. But my nutrition question had to do with like, so I've done a ton of halves obviously, and I've never had like a fueling problem. But this year, like when I got to mile 6, kind of like the Magic Kingdom, like I started to kind of like peter out a bit. Like I was tired and I was like starving. And I was talking to Dan about it afterwards, and I ended up having like some crackers and I felt better. But he was like, I think it's because we like eat at home so much that like you go to Disney and you eat a different quality of food. Like I went to Disney and I'm not like eating like Mickey ice cream bars. I'm choosing like chicken and salad and meat, and I do eat carbs obviously, but like I'm not like chowing down on bad food. And he's like, maybe it's just like the quality of food and you just felt like super hungry from it. Cause it's like I've done halves where I've walked 2 days before, so I kind of wanted to see what your thoughts were.
I mean, that sounds accurate. The quality of food is definitely not. You eat a very. I mean, we were doing Bethany and I were doing one-on-one calls for a while, and she'd be popping in her fridge, and I could see that she keeps a lot of healthy, nutritious foods in the fridge for her and her family. We talked about her grocery list multiple times, and yeah, it's not as nutrient dense. If you go to I don't know if you go to Victoria and Alberts, I'm sure you're going to get some high quality meat, but not everybody's going to
Mhm.
Victoria and Alberts on a race weekend. So, absolutely, I think there's a difference in the nutritional value. Even if it's chicken, it's chicken to chicken. The chicken that you have at home might be organic and grass fed and free range, whatever, versus you know the mouse is getting that mass produced farm chicken like
Mhm.
and there's probably some extra preservatives in there and all the extra stuff that your body's just not used to it because you eat really healthy otherwise.
What do you
Dis-
think's like something to kind of like next time I go? I mean, I probably won't do something like that till Princess again, but I mean, obviously we get like groceries taken in too, but like what do you think something that we can do I can do so I'm not feeling that?
I
like
mean, it
during
sounds like it was hunger, right?
it felt like it was more hunger because like I just didn't feel like I had as much energy, but then I ate something and I did feel better. But like, I mean, I had a bagel with, I fueled many times before, so it's not like I was fueling like differently or learning, doing something
I,
different,
I'd probably increase the fueling
Hmm.
before. Where it's like, all right,
Okay.
it was at this mile. Let's go up even more than what you did to prep for the race. And like something, almost something you can control. Like you said, you had a resort where you can get food. You want something simple, like ordering some sweet potatoes or rice that you can quickly make and have access to. That it's a nice real carb, and it's not loaded with preservatives and it's not covered in salt. That could be it too. Like Disney salts the heck out of their food.
Yeah, and I don't like, I am not like Dan's always telling me that I need to add more salt. So,
And the salt's good, but like I think they probably overdo it. Like
yeah.
I'll never forget eating at Woody's Roundup Rodeo the night before a race and having all of the
Oh,
regrets because my body I could feel the inflammation and I could feel the chaos going on inside.
yeah, I stuck with like a burger and like a smaller burger and like half a bun and some vegetables and stuff, and I kind of stuck to that. And then in the morning, I had like a Dave's bagel because I like Dave's bagels. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it was kind of a weird thing. But Dan and I had talked about that after. So
I mean, just like Sophie said, I think it sounds like a bonk. Like, I think you
mm,
just need to increase carbs next time a little more.
yeah, okay.
But you still had a good
Should
run.
have had the whole burger bun.
Well, okay, let me tell you that the burger and the burger bun at the Grand Floridian Cafe was disgusting. Like it wasn't like I was like trying not to eat it. It was just like I didn't want to eat it. And then the next day when I had Wallula, their burger, I ate the whole thing. So it was more like it just didn't taste very
Oh,
good.
you went to Walulu?
I got it to go on Sunday night. I love
But
that burger.
did you get the musubi?
No, I got the sweet potato dip
Is that
and the
musubi? Is
burger.
that what it's called? Oh yeah, you got to get the musubi next time.
But the Grand Floridian Cafe, their burger was disgusting. And I rate burgers like it's my job.
I have never had theirs.
Don't don't get it. Don't do it.
I mean,
It's like I would have rather gone to McDonald's. Like I'm not even
Oh,
kidding.
I had a grilled chicken sandwich that was like eating a tire there, so I haven't eaten there since. That was
oh,
that was way before COVID.
Hmm.
Do not
Melissa said, "What
recommend. Save your
restaurant is
money.
that? And where is it?" It's Wailulu at the Polynesian. It's the new Polynesian Tower. So you could walk over there from the regular Polynesian and you can sit outside. It's real nice to sit outside there.
they have great pork chops.
The Masubi, which I never thought I'd like, but man, that was good.
So
You
I
can
went to
mobile
Woody's
order to go
Roundup
too.
before
Hmm.
the half, and I had mostly salmon. I felt great.
So that's smart.
It was great. It was great.
Thai coconut meatballs over rice. That's probably a good one for race weekend. Bethany, where's the best burger on property?
I think theirs is the best. It's like two patties and it's thin, but like it is so good. I think theirs
Wailulu?
is, yeah.
Two patties. Sign me up. You're gonna have to try. Melissa says she's trying it on springtime.
And sweet potato fries.
I
That's
was
where it's
just gonna
at.
say that I Googled it and I saw the sweet potato fries and I was like, I'm in.
And we all got it to go. We got that and Kona because Dan likes sushi. I don't like sushi. So he got sushi and my sister and I got burgers and it was the best. So
I've never done a burger at City Works. I'll have to try that. I'll add it to my list. What counts for the meal prep? Making sure you prep your meals. As simple as that. Making sure you prep for the meals and setting yourself up for success for the week. So even if you do meal prep on a Sunday, I'm accounting for the whole week because you did the work to get ready. Steakhouse
Okay,
71 does.
so like eating, so like actually prepping the food and then eating the food that you made before also counts.
Yeah. Well, why
Okay.
wouldn't you eat the food you prepped?
Well, no, I do. I just like I wasn't. I was like, I can't prep more food. I already did that.
I like it.
Raj, I think you're worried about like double counting stuff, but that's fine. Like if I
Oh,
make
okay.
oats overnight for breakfast the next day, then I'm like, okay, I'm meal prepped today. And like then if I eat my meal prepped food, I'm like, yep, I'm still doing the meal prepping. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to do more meal prepping, but
right? Right, guys? Like
there's like
Yes.
another
Yes,
blizzard out, and I
I'll
don't want
allow
to
it.
lose to it.
I
Sarah is
even
correct.
consider, I even consider like we were out of town on Tuesday and I planned where we were going to eat and what I was going to eat and I stuck to that and I figured that's also prepping or planning.
I'd allow that. I support it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it works really well because then like I know, okay, like we're gonna go to a steakhouse and I'm gonna have steak and I'm gonna have a salad and I can pre put it in my fitness pal so then I know where I'm at and then I stick to it because it's in there. I'm not gonna go in and change it. That's what I'm gonna eat. So it works well for
I
me
support that
anyways.
because you can go and enjoy yourself and know what you're gonna have and be set for success. I like it. Sarah said Steakhouse 71 has a good burger. You know what? I get that burger anytime we go to Steakhouse, and we purposely go there after race weekends because who doesn't want to park at Contemporary and walk into Magic Kingdom that way because TTC is awful. So, yeah, we'll get the burger there and go over. I switched it up, and I was just having so many regrets yesterday for not getting that damn burger. I need to be better about eating after races. Fueling during races is also an issue, but one thing at a time. Um, God bless Melissa because I forgot to pack my fuel for the half, and Melissa, the real MVP, was waiting at TTC with Nerds Clusters, and girl, you saved the day. Okay.
Fueling during races, like the issue for me, A, I just don't like feel hungry, but B, and this is like a me specific issue, is and I hate saying it out loud, I'm such a mouth breather during races that I'm like, how do I take goo and not choke on it while I'm trying to breathe? And the same thing with like the honey stinger, like the energy chews they gave us. I love them, but they're huge and they take me forever to like chew and get through them while I'm mouth breathing. Well, yes, I do take them on my walk break for everyone suggesting that. I still be breathing heavy. So
I
um
still be breathing heavy. So that's what I have to do. I can't if I try to drink and run, I get the same way. And that's something I'm trying to retrain is the mouth breathing where I think it's because of the snoring, but Kim got me the magnetic nose strips. So it's supposed to like retrain your breathing. We'll see. I switched to UCAN, so I only have to take one every 75 minutes. Interesting. Extended walk breaks if I'm struggling to get fuel in. Yeah, when they gave those gummies out, I was just like, let's walk, let's eat them. I had 2 packs.
they were scattered all over the road.
Always. I want to
So
try the goo, but I have texture issues. Drink 'em
the,
ready,
the
will spill all over.
the thing I equate goo to, and I'm like a millennial Gen Z cusper kid. They used to make candy like sweet tarts in a like gel form, and like it almost looked like a tube of toothpaste. And that's the consistency. So I can do gels because it reminds me of that. But I know some people are like the texture is too much, or like some of the like goo brand ones have a weird aftertaste. But
One guy got me on Morton's. I don't know how y'all eat the Mortons. Can't do it.
I've been using these. I like them so much better. It's Cliff
All right.
Blocks.
Kim
I
gets
I,
those.
I went away from honey stings and started taking them. They're so much easier, and I felt so much better this weekend. It was the first full weekend I was on them. They were great.
I'll give those a try. I know she keeps them on them. I've definitely stolen one or two from her. She's always so prepared with the race fuel, and I'm the one that wants a snack. I don't like to carry stuff when I run.
I do because I need to eat every 30 minutes, as big as I am still.
I use goldfish crackers and gummy bears. Heck yeah. Cliff blocks are the best. I mean,
Love it.
what's his name? Michael Does Disney was telling us like a year or two ago. He was like, he loves, um, shoot, what's the bar? It's a candy
Isn't it
bar.
a payday?
Payday. Yeah. So when we were doing our training runs and it was her first dopey last year, we would plot our runs because I drink a lot of water, so I always need a potty break. We'd plot our runs to like halfway through, end up passing Publix, and we'd run it like right when they opened, we'd run into Publix. She'd grab a couple paydays. I'd go to the potty. We'd eat them in the parking lot, then we'd pick back up. Like, and it worked for us. But I was like, I love the paydays. But after every race weekend, she buys a big bag and they're always there. And I find myself, oh, little one, I'll just have a little payday. I'll have a little payday. I'm gonna have another payday. Dangerous. Go go.
Michael just Michael just did a petition on Instagram, his Instagram reel to have non-alcoholic beverages for the post race, and I was like, yes, please,
Son of a
because
bitch
I
tag
don't
me.
drink.
Did he tag
You
me in
can't.
that?
I don't know if he did. I just saw that he posted it, and I was like, heck yes, because I will cheers to everyone who likes a post-run beer, but like I don't drink, so I'm like, I don't want that. I just want like
So
water or Joffrey's, shaken Jamaican.
I'm gonna comment. That's my cup. So he was first off, who wants to sit in the beer line if you don't drink? You want to wait in
Hmm.
that 45-minute wait? So, and then yeah, he couldn't get the cup. So I said, I gave him my cup. I was like, here, I have an extra one. We cleaned it. Just take this cup and I'll get another one when I go back up there because it's gonna cost me $3 extra versus you paying 15. I'm already gonna spend the money on it. I'm gonna get it and yeah, I'm gonna tell him that's my cup. So I told him, just ask me and I'll get you a cup from now on. But it's crazy that they don't do that.
They
Amy
should
said,
just
"Hey
give
y'all, sorry I'm late." Amy, we're
profit.
just finishing.
I figured I better go get the run in because if I do all this work and I don't do my runs, it's all for nothing. So
Hey,
I got my
I'll
run.
allow it. Go squeeze the first thing I ever used for fueling. Now I need the gels. I used to do the applesauce too, but found I was running the bathroom so much more. That's something you got to keep in mind. Like that's why they tell you to test your fuel before the race. Like because you don't want to be running to the potty, running to the potty on repeat. Not fun for anybody. It's no good. I'm trying to think of what we had for dinner. Can't remember. Got to run for my online class. Well, have fun with your online class. That's all I got for everybody tonight. We're back on normal schedule, so we'll have the VIP call on Thursday. Questions, send them my way. If you got me your checking form yesterday, you'll get the answer tomorrow. And if I missed yours, let me know. Fallon, I did get yours. So you still here? I did get yours. That's why I sent you a message saying I updated the workouts for the dates you sent me on the form. I did get yours. I saw your messages pop through. But beyond that, let's have a strong week. We're already in, what is it, week 4? We're in week 4. Let's keep it up and shoot me all the questions. Make good decisions.
Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
Where's my controls? Oh, I'll just hang out here. I don't know. I'm stuck. I can't figure it out. I lost all my Zoom controls. We'll just hang out here till the end. Wow. I'm gonna have to crop this. There's the end button. See ya.